Good morning, eighth graders. Today for Asynchronous Wednesday, we're here to pretty much reorganize our notebook and make sure that we have everything in folders and tabs so that it doesn't look very busy when we go to add notes or when we go to use our notebook to study for any test, quiz, um, or assessment that may be coming up. So we are starting here with a cover page. Something that you will notice is a little different is that I did add a section. So you can just click on add a section, name it cover page or just cover, click OK. And that's going to create a new tab here that you can, go in and edit. So I have edited a couple of things. So I'm just using my regular notebook. I'm not remaking one. And I decided to move my cover page and table of contents here. I have my cover page. Should probably decorate it. It's a little bit decorated, but not a lot. My table of contents, however, this is important because this tells me exactly where I, have completed things. I do notice that I need to go back in and include my information from Tuesday, from yesterday. The title of that was Sexual Reproduction. And again, we are starting week 1. Okay. The next day that we will have here, so I will see everybody on Friday, and that is the 5th. That is on page 1. And when we get to Friday, we will include our title there. So one thing that I did do as well is I added a tab for my table of contents, and I'm going to delete this page. Instead of redoing everything, I'm going to take my table of contents, I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to drag it over. So this note is going to pop up. Microsoft is going to give you a warning that to be careful when moving a page to a new section, it will delete um, the old version that you had of your notebook. And if you have any copies anywhere, it will give you some conflicting information. Do you want to continue? So for our instance, we want to say yes, we want to continue. And so now your cover page is just going to have this on it, and your table of contents will be now posted in the table of contents tab. So here, what we can do is separate this to semester 1. And I'm going to add a page and name it semester 2. Now I'm going to go back to semester 1 and I'm going to copy this second table. I'm going to cut, and it's going to remove it from this screen here. And I'm going to put it in semester 2, and I'm going to use my command control key, control V, and it will paste it for me. Okay. That way you don't have to keep scrolling all the way down and down and down and down. It will just be at the very top for you. The next thing that I did was add a section for my vocab. So here I started with Unit 3 vocabulary, and I already have dragged over my vocab that we've, already put in from our Units 1 and 2. So one thing that I'm going to change here is I'm going to add 2 more pages. This one I'm going to rename as Unit 1. And I'm going to separate my vocab by units. So Unit 2 vocabulary, I'm going to cut, and I'm going to go to Unit 2, Control V to paste, and there we go. So I noticed that I need to go in and add my Unit 1 vocab. So I'm going to open up PowerSchool, or Unified Classroom. I'm going to open up Unified Classroom, and I'm going to go to my class pages. I'm going to click on Unit 1, so on the side, and here's my word wall. So I'm going to highlight, and I'm going to copy that, and I'm just going to take that back into my notebook, and I'm going to paste it. So there I have all of my Unit 1 vocab. Now I need my Unit 3. So I know that for Unit 3, we started with the first 9, but there are 36 in total vocab words. So here are my first 9 vocab words. Gonna make sure that my fonts are the same. Make these size 12. And I'm going to go to the school site. All right, so once I'm on the school website, I'm going to find my resources for science. Click on more, click on science, and we're going to scroll all the way down. So we have our assignments for semester 2, week 1, and there is a Quizlet here. So my Wednesday, Thursday synchronous task is to organize my notebook. That is what we're doing here. Watch the video and reorganize your notebook. Then you're going to add the definitions to your notebook from Monday's lesson. So I'm going to click on Quizlet, open that in a new tab, and I'm going to look for the 9 words that we started with. So I'm going to close this. I don't need that anymore. So the first word that I need to add is sexual reproduction. I'm on Quizlet and I'm looking for sexual reproduction. So I can have this read to me. All right. And then I can highlight this, copy it, and I can paste it into my notebook. So one thing that you're going to have to do when you paste it, if you choose that route, is you're going to have to take away the highlight color and change the color of the font so that you can see it. Okay. Now, one thing that I'm going to add to sexual reproduction is I'm going to highlight the term but I'm also going to include the two cells that we learned from yesterday's class. So the two cells that are used in sexual reproduction, we know as the sperm cell and the egg cell. So that is very important to include in that definition. And then you're just going to continue through the rest of your vocab using that Quizlet link. All right, so now that we have our vocab all set, all your semester one notes, you can just rename this. You should add it into a tab. So add a section for semester one, and all your notes should go in there. And then you should have a tab for semester two notes. And that's how you reorganize your notebook. If you have any questions, please see me during small group at 8:45 today, as well as at 1:30 today.